Hola, hola. How are you guys doing tonight? How are you, my beautiful family? Elige tu actitud, choose your attitude. How are you tonight? Let's see. I think this is better, right? Okay, so we created today a reading club, and we are gonna start tomorrow officially, 15 minutes a day. So you want to find the time so you can put it in your agenda. And if you don't know how to do it, please contact me. I'll be really happy to help you figure things out, okay? So it is not a competition. We're starting a culture of progress. And this is going to be in reading and learning and growing and having a better attitude every day. But how can I just have you get a book and start reading if you first need to fall in love with what you're going to be reading, right? What is the message about the book? And so tell me how. Well, okay, I'm going to start by introducing myself once again. For those who don't know me, my name is Rosy Diaz-Lomeli. I am your personal life coach. I have been a counselor and a professor for 14 years, working in a community college here in California. I am also working on my doctor's degree in psychology. So I'm a student. My background is working with couples, families, children, and adolescents as a mental health provider. So what I did is I helped minimize bad behaviors and helping create a healthier environment at home and, at work and at school by supporting and guiding individuals to find the best in themselves. So this video is for you to understand the value of reading this specific book that we have chosen. And so first, we're going to start by telling you that you need to have the best attitude, okay? That is so important. And remember, how you process your thoughts, you get the results. So you want to remember, thoughts produce feelings, and feelings produce behaviors. And then you get the results that you choose. So we also need to know how you learn, okay? Are you an auditory person? Are you a visual person? And this is very important to know because you could choose to have an audiobook or a paper book, okay? So whatever your learning style is, please choose. You probably know. And if you don't, again, look for me. I'll be happy to guide you, okay? So just remember that no matter what your learning style is, you want to take notes all the time. So you want to think about or when you're reading, you gotta catch all those important highlights or important messages that the book offers to you. So keep a journal by your side at all times, okay? Remember to read with purpose. Read with intention. You want to learn. You want to do this, okay? And it's all about 15 minutes a day. So this is the book. Okay, so this is the book, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about it. But so this is the book we'll start reading and discussing throughout. Okay, so I'm not sure how long this is going to take us, but it's okay because we're not in a competition. This is going to be very, very enjoyable and educational for our own personal growth. Okay, so The Power of Now. The author is Eckart Tolle, and I did a little bit of a research about this author. I've never heard of him before, and so I did my research. And what happened to him is that he experienced his parents' divorce and fell in depression. He was depressed for a long time. He was 15 years old when he experienced his parents' divorce. And based on that, little by little, he fell in depression, and he even had suicidal thoughts to the point that he had an very, very interesting episode that made him wake up and grow as a spiritual human being. So his story is really interesting. If you want to find him on YouTube, you'll learn so much about this person. He's an amazing author. So something about the book. Please read the introduction. Okay. I was just kind of like going through these, and I want to go over these with you a little bit. So first, you want to read the introduction. And okay, so I have my own little small business and I offer individual and group workshops. And if you want to learn about how to do some study skills, such as how to read a book, I'll be so happy to, help you and on these. But you can find me, you can text me on WhatsApp. My number is 925-584-1138. And I'm going to post it down here below so you can have it. And you can text me or you can find me at attitudерose.com. Okay, but very, very, very briefly, I want you to know that you want to learn how to read a book and you want to start by just looking at the cover, the front, the back, what it is about, what people are talking about this book, and then also the content, the table of content. You want to make sure that you read through it and that the topics that they offer are very much like your interest, okay? You also want to learn about the author, who's the author, why is he writing this book? So an important thing that I'm going to suggest you to do is read the introduction, because he actually tells you how to read the book, okay? How his book is being written and why he writes what he writes. And I have found, and I put it on my phone, like chapter 1, for instance, he talks about 2 strong feelings that trap many of us, which is regret and anxiety. So I find that really interesting. And so chapter 2, it says experience great improvement in your life by focusing only in the present. So he really wants you to focus on the present and like trying to, okay, the past is the past, you're not gonna try not to look, but he's going to explain to us what's going on, why he says focus on the present, but also don't worry about the future because it's not here. Having goals and great objectives in life, makes us get up in the morning and look for what we really want in life without worrying about what happened to me in the past, or I'm sad, or why these people did this to me, or why am I like this. No, trying to focus on the present is so important, and try to focus on your goals, but living the moment. And so he's going to talk to us about how living the present, which I find really interesting. And then chapter 3 says most of the pain you experience comes from within and not from external circumstances. So he's going to teach us how we can probably get out of those, bad experience that we went through and the pain that we feel. So I also find this very interesting, this chapter. And then chapter 4 is you deprive yourself of happiness when you allow the ego to control your thoughts and behavior, right? So I'm looking forward to learn about the ego and how sometimes we do things that we don't really want to do. And so it's like, gosh, I want to learn how to live every moment and every day happy, right? So this is really cool. So we can kind of learn how to control our thoughts and our behaviors. And then chapter number 6, I think, or 5, pay less attention to your mind and focus on your body and enjoy a life free from pain. And based on what I was kind of like going over these little brief descriptions of the book, this is exactly what we always talk about in the group. Love yourself inside out, care for yourself about spiritually, socially, emotionally, and mentally. So I'm looking forward to read that specific chapter. And then the next chapter says, detach yourself from your mind and learn to observe it without judgment to be free from pain. So I'm looking forward to learn, but what it's telling me is like, I want to learn how to stop judging myself and just move forward, right? So I can feel free, even though I have some pain inside of me, I can just continue moving forward. So it's going to be really fun. And then also active writing. Oh my gosh, when I was when I saw this topic, I was like, oh my goodness, I love this, because to me, writing your thoughts, your feelings, what happens to you is so important. Not only because when you have a problem, you write it down and it's like you burn it, or you can just rip it and you let it go when something is hurting you, when you got mad at someone, so writing, it's like you can get rid of those thoughts, get rid of those really bad feelings, or you could also, save it for great moments. If you had a really good moment or a learning experience that you want to share, that you want to keep forever, you write it down. Okay. So I don't know, to me, journaling is so important. I've done it since I was very young, and it's really great because it helps you also to develop your creativity, to have new thoughts, new ideas. So anyway, I love it. And then the next chapter is living in the now waits you on relationships, but it's also have the potential to improve their relationships. So he's going to talk to us about relationships and how we can keep them, and how we can be better at it, right? So looking forward to it. And then living the present is not an antidote to all forms of sadness or hurt feelings. And the last one, again, living the present is not an excuse for mediocrity or living in a passive life. And then, and that's it. So then he has the conclusion. So this is just a little, description that I found, and I wanted to write it down to get you excited about this book. So looking forward to it. Tomorrow we'll start, find 15 minutes of your time and listen to it if you're driving, if you decide to do that. Or if you are, at home, you want a little bit of a break, you can have a cafecito in the morning, a coffee, a tea, whatever, at nighttime, but just read 15 minutes. You can program it. You can find a time. Put it right now on your calendar, right? Put it right now on your agenda. What does it look like? I was thinking about offering, I might just probably attach a little schedule. I'm going to try to find, I have a schedule. So I'm going to find a schedule. I'm going to put it down below so you can print it and you can have your 15 minutes highlighted. Okay. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for your attention. Thank you so much for being here with me, for starting this with me. So, that's right. I never told you, but I think most of you are already part of my messenger group. It's part of the group that we have, Facebook group. But I also noticed that some people who don't like Facebook, they want to be part of this great club. And so I might open it for more discussion somewhere else, but you'll hear from me. I want to try to type all the places where it's going to be at, so you can find us. Okay. But of course, the ones that are already on Messenger, we're going to continue and we can have a discussion. If you find something interesting, post it and tell us so we can all participate and share ideas. And if you find a highlight, an important part of it, you just post it on it and we will be so happy to discuss about it. Okay. Well, thank you so much. Happy New Year again. Let's start this year with ganas, with lots of enthusiasm, and create the best of us. Okay? Actually reach our best potential, create the best of ourselves, the best creation that we can have from ourselves. Okay? So thank you so much. Have a good night. I love you all, and you take care.